Calconio, strength coach, assists with football, and I'm in charge of wrestling. I'm going to go over how many guys got to come down and watch the guys train yesterday. Did everybody? Okay. So I'm going to go over the lift from yesterday, and then I'm also going to take some questions over that. And if you'd like for me to go over a little bit more in depth of the movement prep we did out there, or any of our warm-up stuff, I'll do that. And then JT and I talked last week, and he said something good to maybe talk about for you guys that I don't deal with as much as you do, is how to get a good workout in a short period of time, because you guys are under as much time constraints as anything. Would that not be correct? So, we're kind of spoiled here. We've got time to lift, we've got a big weight room, and Coach Smith makes it a priority. And so I know guys, high school football coaches, how many guys in here do that as well? You're both football and wrestling. You're in the same boat, so we'll cover that at the end as well. I do several warm-ups for wrestling. I try to keep the warm-up fresh. Obviously in the summer when they come in, I'll have them run laps, and then we'll go through our movement prep, and I'll change that up too, and I'll show you a couple variations of that. But also, when Coach Monday came back, you know, I would do like jumps, 300, 400, 500 jumps of jump rope, and he'd say, let's just do like 10 minutes. So I've added that in as well. But also, when we got the team together for a team lift like yesterday, sometimes we'll do the hurdle work as well as I'll split them up. I'll go half on the hurdles and half on the agility ladder, and I'll show you that as well. A couple different variations we do on the hurdles. But the movement prep is the same thing we do for both. Pretty much all of our sports do it. Wrestling, basketball, football, it's something we do that they've kind of figured out. The old static stretch doesn't do as much for you anymore, so they want you to move through, you know, a bunch of different movement patterns to get your body limbered up and ready for exercise. Coach Smith, do you need something?
I gotta go drills and look at
In an hour.
Alright,
Is it up to you? Yeah. Okay. Yes, you. Yeah, I mean, you want a demo? Okay. I can do this. I'm old. I can still do this stuff. We start off on the movement prep. You can go a knee hug into a lunge, and then you want to make sure you lean back. We also go a knee hug. You want to grab and pull into a twist. Same thing. Okay. And we'd like for you to go 10 yards. As many reps as you can get at 10 yards. I think that's the best way to handle that. And those ticks out on the track, there's little diamonds out there, or triangles, and those are 10-yard increments. That's the best way to do it. But if you don't have space to do that, you can just go four movements of each. So grab and pull, lunge out, take a step, grab and pull, lunge out. That's what we call knee hug into a lunge, or knee hug into a twist. And then the next thing, we've toyed with this a couple times. We've gone quad stretch with our hands straight out, and we've gone quad stretch with our arm up, just like this. Okay. So again, either 10 yards or four of each. I think the hand up, just something that we do to try to kind of keep it fresh and to make them think, instead of just going through it like drones the whole time. The next one we do is an ankle tug, keeping the foot close to you, cradle and lift, stretch out that piriformis. That, I think, is one of the critical ones we do, because guys are so tight in the hips. Make sure you get your piriformis. The Spider-Man lunge, I think, is critical. You want to keep your back leg straight. So my right hand's down, left arm is here. Try to get your elbow to your arch. Ideally, you want to try to keep your forearm flat on the ground, shoulders square, and then you want to crawl to your next one. So you're keeping your hips low the whole time. Crawl to your next one. just like that. Always making sure at the end they pop their hamstring out or their leg out straight to get that hamstring stretch. So that's a Spider-Man lunge. Again, either 10 yards or 4. And then we'll come back and we'll start with sumo squat and pivot, chest up, butt down. Again, trying to keep everything as flat as we can. Spin, chest up. Okay. Another variation we do on that is like a sumo squat or an overhead squat. Those bar over your head. Again, just trying to switch it up to where they're not just going through the motions. The next one we go for 20 yards where we double up. Crossover kicks, trying to start off low and then try to get a little bit higher with the crossover kicks, trying to keep your legs straight. I know some guys do Frankenstein, but I think it's better to get your back as well as your legs loosened up to do a crossover kick. And then the side lunge, chest up, arms out straight, load the hip, weight on the heel, spin, do it the other direction, okay? Now, the next one, or the last one, we always go 2 inchworms. I think this is probably the best one we do because it's a little bit of a couple yoga movements. Walk it out, butt down, back arched, just like that. And they can hold that position for a minute. Their quads are on the ground. And I don't know how much yoga you guys do or use or know, but this is the cobra position. And then pop up. Basically, this is the downward dog. And then you try to just ankle in as close to your hands as you can get it. And then back out again. Trying to keep your palms flat the whole time. Pop it up. Just like that. And that's, to me, one of the best ones we do. Also, I think it's good as well to do, along with the foot ladder movements and the hurdle stuff, is the old school dynamic warm-up, the high knee skip. Just, I don't know how many guys ever think about it like this, but not only is the dynamic warm-up a great way to teach body control and movement patterns, but also it's a lower level plyometric when you think about it like that. It really and truly, it is the lowest form of plyometric movement. And a lot of times, like when I grew up, I'm 43, we actually went outside and played sports. People like Neil did because his dad would have whooped his ass, but he did as well. But most of the guys this generation, if they're not doing their sport, they're playing video games or watching TV. They don't go outside and control their body and move their body in space. So even no matter what sport it is, whether it's Jake in basketball or us over in football or wrestling or baseball, we've seen a dramatic drop off, and I'm sure you guys have as well. Am I onto something here or not? Or,
Definitely.
They don't do a damn thing anymore. They sit on the couch. And so just a normal high knee skip, they can't even do a skip anymore. I mean, it's flat out crazy, let alone a high knee karaoke or something like that. So I think that for you guys, at least probably once, you might even already have your warm-up, I don't know. But I think that's a good thing to do. Not only does it get them warmed up and ready for activity, but it also kind of teaches them how to control their body, and I think that's critical. So we do still a dynamic warm-up, not as much as we do. I don't do as much in season, I do it in summer, but I'll line them up out there and go through that. How many guys want me to go outside and go through some hurdle stuff right now? Or do you want to wait till the end? You want to do it now? All right, sweet.